Oh, Kami, so what'd you do today?
I was at the trial for the 3 officers in the Floyd case, and they continued with the CSI lady, crime scene investigation. See, that's easy because I remember that from the CSI show, Vegas. So that was kind of fun part. So they continued to cross-examine her and asking her why the first time she didn't take, like the little crummy pills that was found in the backseat of the squad car, and she just says she took what she was told to take, even though she took pictures of everything. She took what she was told to take, and then when she went through it again, then she was told to, you take more. So even though she's a lead, she only takes what she's told to take. So, and then they hold 2 cars in the garage. I don't remember where it was, somewhere in St. Paul, but they put tape on there, so the tape shows that someone opens it up, it shows. And then they keep the cell phone in a green bag, and that green bag makes it so if someone else goes to another like a laptop to try and delete things or change things on the phone, it can't, which I don't know, I'm not tech smart, but yeah, that's so the phone is kept in a green bag so no other device can delete or interfere with that phone. But yeah, they're cross-examining her, and she's explaining why she didn't take, these things the first time she did the car. And she was just like, I wasn't told to. I was told to take this and this, whatever. And then the second time, so mostly cross-examination. And then the second witness was a lieutenant,
Richard Zimmerman.
Yeah, and he's been on the force before 95. And he has he didn't do all that training, but he did training, but he's, he did training, but he's a, okay, we all know who Zimmerman is. I think you can figure that out. But he, to me, I don't know why he was on the scene, because as far as I know, the scene wasn't his. He wasn't in charge of the scene. He was in charge of the investigation. So why he talked with Lane and King, I'm not sure. But it sounds like when he talked with the FBI, he wasn't truthful with the FBI, and he didn't watch a body camera when he talked to the FBI. So, and it's kind of funny because him and Plunkett had a few arguments. It was kind of funny. And I mean, not funny, but funny. They kind of argued, a little bit, but because it seemed like he was not being honest with the FBI, and then the other attorneys, kind of, there's a couple arguments, they're just trying to point things out, whatever, and it seemed like it just didn't seem like he's telling the FBI one thing when really, if you look at the body cam, it showed something different. So other than that, he wasn't on the stand for that long, and the judge let everyone out at 4:10 because the weather is crappy. He wanted to make sure all the jurors got home safe and not in the dark, and with the roads kind of slippery. So yeah, I guess a fun thing happened today was at lunch. I was talking with my friend, like I always do, and the sketch guy came and talked with us, and he said he liked to talk with us better than the media people. So I thought that was kind of pretty cool. Even though I am media, I'm talkable, and I talk with other people other than the media. So he said I was a privilege to talk to you along with our friend. So.
Did you ask the sketch guy for a copy of the sketch of yourself?
No, we were just
you should have.
We were just having a funny conversation. We were laughing. We were just, chit-chatting because it's funny because we were laughing because the one lady, Samantha, always twirls her hair, and we found out that she does that because she's nervous. But which she's a right to be, because you're talking, she's, in charge of the case. Well, not in charge, but, I mean, and she makes one wrong, note, whatever, that's, there's 3 lives at stake. So I'd be nervous too of federal court, I'd be nervous too, but it was kind of funny and cute. So, yeah, that's my high.
So if you had a takeaway on the 3 officers, not so much all these other people, but the 3 officers who were on trial, how do you think it went for the cases for the 3 officers?
It's just, they still talk about how Lane, and even King, they would touch about how King would, said King took his pulse, but it's more, they're more still saying how Lane took the pulse and said, hey, we should roll him over, and Chauvin disobeying him, whatever. So they're still saying a lot that Lane, was helping the ambulance and spoke out, but should he have spoken out more? Should he have intervened more? Because as we know, as I learned, once that situation happens, even if it's another officer to another officer, if one officer is seeing another officer is doing that, when you should, obviously Floyd was calmed down. They are saying when Floyd was calmed down, they should have rolled it over or set him up, and it got to the point where they didn't roll him over or set him up, and that's when they're saying that the officer should have just intervened with Chauvin and rolled him over. Instead, they didn't do enough.
Yeah. Now that lieutenant that you said you had the Pluckett was giving him a bad time because they thought he lied to the FBI.
That's what it seems like, yeah.
He's King's lawyer, so I'm just wondering if there's something that there must be something that really pertains to King if Pluckett was going after him.
Oh yeah, him and Plunkett had a little
over
talking over each other, and whatever argument going on there. Yeah.
Does he come back tomorrow or is he done?
He's done.
Oh, okay.
I don't know who is the next one, but yeah, he is done. Yeah. Interesting. But yeah, it seemed like he wasn't truthful with the FBI.
The lawyer wasn't.
No, the
Zimmerman wasn't truthful with the
Lieutenant
FBI.
Zimmerman of the Minneapolis PD.
Yeah, it seemed like he was. Yeah, it seemed like he wasn't truthful. It just.
So how does
and that was King's lawyer that was getting upset with him.
So how does that not being truthful with the FBI impact King or the other ones?
Well, we don't know.
We don't know yet.
Yeah.
We're not at the end of the trial.
But it sounds like, from what I can tell, you're more or less. It sounds like most likely the jury at this point is concluding that George Floyd died and didn't need to die, and that all 3 of these officers had some responsibility for it.
Sounding like it.
That's what the prosecution is trying to prove, and we haven't heard a defense yet.
But we've been getting
but it sounds like this Pluckett lawyer for King was trying to discredit this witness.
Yeah, because
it sounds like he was trying really hard.
I know we seen the body footage from Lane when Zimmerman came walking up, so we seen that whole body camera. So we seen that one today.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
but all of the witnesses for the prosecution are being cross-examined by the defense.
Yeah.
So we're getting some of the defense's stuff because the defense is cross-examining all these people.
Yeah.
And then of course the defense is going to come with their witnesses, and then the prosecution will cross-examine them as well.
Yeah.
So this is still going. How much longer is the trial supposed to last?
That was 2 more weeks now. But we also lost 3 days because supposedly someone tested positive for COVID, so we lost 3 days.
Yeah, it was supposed to go 4 weeks, and we're in week 3 now, right? Mm-hmm. But we lost the 3 days.
Day 12, I thought.
12, yeah.
Yeah. Day 12 of the trial.
Yep. Well, we'll see how it goes.
Yep.
Thank you very much, Kami.
Bye.